food and beverage industry, consistently demonstrating excellence in all of their work. They also must bring groundbreaking concepts, culinary techniques, and products that have reshaped the industry while preserving culinary traditions, heritage, local flavors, ensuring they continue to thrive. Our recipient has contributed significantly to the culinary education, mentoring the next generation of chefs and culinary professionals while positively influencing their local communities. Food and beverage landscape has served as a role model and also sourced as an inspiration for others in our industry. The Chip Jar Foundation Food and Beverage Legacy Award embodies the spirit of culinary excellence, innovation, and dedication. It stands as a testament to the enduring impact of those who have left the indelible mark on the world of food and beverage, ensuring their legacy lives on for years to come. Our honoree this year demonstrated a commitment to sustainable practices contributing to a long term of health of the food ecosystem in our world and our community. His commitment to the craft, education, and the confections and pastry culinary arts on a global level will be forever impacted for generations to come with his willingness to share his acumen with countless chefs. I've personally had the distinct honor with working with the chef on numerous initiatives to uplift our culinary community while working through the American Culinary Federation of Greater Grand Rapids and the Sepia Institute for Culinary Education. I'm humbled to introduce a man who has helped me shape my philosophy and dedication to our industry. Please stand and welcome the chef, Gilles Renusson, to receive the accolades of heartfelt
Good evening, thank you for you say FAB, but we would say FNB. And for the Chip Jar Foundation. Congratulations to the recipient of the many, of the previous scholarship, and congratulations to Jane. She's going to become a fantastic pastry chef someday. So Jane was lucky to be the recipient. Wait. Maybe she wasn't so lucky, because how would we define luck?
Oh no.
So some of the way to define luck is when preparation meets opportunity. But opportunity has a deadline. So she made the effort to invest, to really prepare herself when she presented her application. And so today I'm here. I started 55 years ago, a bit more. 55 years, yes, 55 years ago, I was 14. Bang, you already did the math, you figured it out. So I had prepared a speech, and so I taught for 29 years at JRCC, and I very quickly realized that PowerPoints were my best buddies. Because with PowerPoint I can stay focused, you know? So, and I tried to stay focused, so to be focused. So I wrote a 3-page speech, and when I arrived here I said, buddy, this is totally out. We are going to do something a little bit different. So I arrived here in Grand Rapids in 1984. So that's 40 years ago. It was the 1st of March, 1984. Just before that, I was executive pastry chef at the Ritz-Carlton in Chicago. And I had been there for 2 years, and life was expensive. And one headhunter called me and said, "Hey, there is a beautiful hotel in Grand Rapids, Michigan." It's in Grand Rapids, Michigan. Where is that? Where did you find out? I knew a little bit about Michigan because Eva Marie, my wife, is from Michigan. We met in England, and then we moved to Paris and married in Paris. And came to the US when she didn't want to have the baby in France, but she said, I'd rather have the baby in the US, okay? So I had a chance to come to Michigan before I came to work. So I knew a little bit about Michigan, and so she was very happy to see that there was an opportunity. We came, we visited the Amway brand. David Wilhouse was a director of HR, received us warmly, showed us the place. We visited the restaurant with Rudy Van Noonen, who was a chef at Cygnus, who is now in Istanbul, whom I saw 6 months ago. Anyway, are you ready? Do you want a drink and relax? Because we may be here for a while. No, don't worry, I'm going to make it short. So yeah, just like the lectures were 45 minutes. All right, so... But no, I don't have PowerPoint, so I'm not going to run it 45 minutes. So, started working at visited the Amway brand, was offered the job, great position, beautiful hotel, the Amway brand, fantastic pastry shop, 3,000 square feet, all the equipment you needed, very clean, and obviously it was run by Amway, so better be clean. And I remember the visit of Mr. Van Andel when I had been there for a few months, and one day he came in the middle of a busy time. He said, "Oh, it's very dirty here." My goodness, what do you expect? So I was at the Amway brand for 8 years. During these 8 years, I had the luck of meeting a fantastic executive chef, Daniel Gilles, who was member of the US Olympic team, who told me when he started, I was on vacation, so I didn't see. When I came back from vacation, he said, "You know, one of the reasons I took that job is because of you. When I saw how well your bake shop was run, I said, I'm not going to have any problem with that department. I take the job." And so he also pushed me to do competition. So I started doing competition in the US and then around the world. And later on, I was involved with the World Chef Association, and I still am. I am the pastry advisor for the Culinary Competition Committee, which regroups 100 countries, of which I visited 30 while I've been in Grand Rapids to teach seminar or to judge competition. So how did I get to the Amway, to GRCC? So 8 years at the Amway brand, then followed by 29 years at the Grand Rapids Community College as a pastry chef, because my neighbor on 44 in Kalamazoo was Bob Gallo. Bob Gallo created the department, the Culinary Education Department, as it was called at the time, which is now Satan Institute for Culinary Education. And Bob one day tells me, "Hey, we're looking for a pastry chef because our pastry chef is retiring." So I took the job. So first I said, well, good idea. I'd been at the Amway brand for 8 years, and there was a general manager, a food and beverage manager by the name of Frank Winter. I think Doug all remembers very well, because Doug, who is the executive pastry chef for the Amway brand, was my apprentice. All right? So we go way back, Doug and I. And so Mr. Winter and I didn't see eye to eye. And so I thought, well, it's time for me to start looking for something else. And my wife decided, we're here. So you want to change job? Good for you. But why don't we give it a shot? Why don't we try? Why don't you give it a shot to work with Bob? Because Bob is a good friend of ours. He's generous and we know him. And so I interviewed. And I remember the interview was, there are things in life you never forget. And the interview at GRCC I will never forget. Because they knew me, the staff knew me since I had already been teaching some seminar there, and I had done competition with other games. And among which Culinary Olympic in Germany, where we brought the gold. And so, where am I? I'm going so fast. So I taught at GRCC for 29 years. So I interviewed the job. So Bob Ronaldo, he was a good friend of Bob Gallo. They had studied together at the Culinary Institute of America in New York. So Bob Monaldo smoked. Nobody else in the department smoked, but he did. So we were in a meeting room. It was 1991. And he was sitting on a chair, really cool, with two other colleagues. And he said, wait forward, huh? So big shot. You have a guy, you have a student in your class. He's late every day. He doesn't wear a clean uniform. Forget about his homework because he doesn't do it. And then his test, well, they're about to deliver. What are you going to do with him? So, well, unfortunately, the poor guy is going to be flunked. And he said, oh, no. You pass him because you don't want to see him again. Obviously, this was not my philosophy, and the few students that I have seen here today, and I took the list so I wouldn't forget any, Roman, with whom I was sitting, Lisa, who, thank you, by the way, Lisa, for the delicious dessert today.
Woo, Lisa! Woo!
I already spoke about that, but his education with me was a lot more than 6 weeks. It lasted a few years. No, thank you very much. And then I have Sarah Weller over there, who now teaches at GRCC. I have Mariam, who also teaches at GRCC. And the big guy who runs the food and beverage department of Amoy Hotel Property, Adam Tanner, was also a student of ours. And then there is a gentleman here who is a real troublemaker. He's going to be working with Chef Chris in his new restaurant, Slava, I think. And Tremor is over there. You want to stand up, Tremor, so we can make fun of you? They're great students. We had a lot of fun together. So thank you very much. And we'll have a chance to talk, I'm sure. Maybe friends have told me, you need to write a book. Yeah. So yeah, maybe because it started as number 2 of a family of 8. You know why it was number 2? Because it always takes a sample to make a masterpiece. That's nice. Actually, I stole it from my brother who was number 3, and he used to say, you know why I'm number 3? Because I needed two samples to make a masterpiece. So I was lucky enough to have mom and dad who, one day I came with that report card. Mom said, well, you have to show that to Dad, but wait until after dinner because we want to make sure we have a peaceful dinner. So I showed Dad the report card, and Dad said, well, if you don't do any better than that next year, you'll go to boarding school. So Mom was sitting right in front of me, Dad was at the right of the table, and so Mom said, so which boarding school do you want to go to? There wasn't going to be another year. It was going to go now. You're going to boarding school and you better figure out what you're going to do. And so that's how I became a grease burner. I mean a chef. Because I saw the light. I used to burn grease like so many of you here, and then I saw the light and I became a pastry chef. So that's it. I want to say thank you to all the friends here in Grand Rapids, at the Amway brand, at GRCC, whether they were in the industry or distantly related, such as the mechanics at the GRCC, the electricians, the welders, to the carpenters at the Amway brand. Ed Denning was his name. All these people to whom I asked so much because I had such crazy ideas, such as the time that at the Amway brand, I think it was 1990, Bill Nicholson came to see me. Bill Nicholson was a president, I think, or CEO of Amway. And he came to see me and said, you've done some great stuff for us. You made the cakes for the 25th anniversary, and you made cakes for big wedding cakes, 12 feet tall, really great. He said, can you do something really special for our 30th anniversary? So I said, yeah. I said, well, so let's do like we normally do. Let's meet at night time, and then we discuss what we're going to do. So I met him at Benton. By then I knew that the cake needed to feed 7,500 people. And it was going to be the 30th anniversary. So I designed a cake that was going to be in a spiral, 30 tiers, each one spaced by 12 degrees. The first one was about 40 inch long, 36 degree angle in shape of a pie, and the very small one on the top was 3 inch. I designed the whole thing, calculated, did a bit of math, never a problem with math, and then figured out that I could do a cake for 7,500 people in 30 tiers. So I went to see the engineers at the NY. It was great because the engineering was just about 20 feet from the bake. So anytime I had extra stuff, I would go see them and say, "You want some? Follow me." Because I always had project for them. They saw me, they said, "You nuts! This time you're going too far." Right? So we designed that thing. We tested it. Thank God we tested it because we realized that that thing was going to tip because it was so much heavy on one half. So we hang it to the rafters of the Grand Center. And that's how we produce that cake. And when we were finished, we had 150 slices left. So life is full of opportunity. To the young chefs, I say, hang in there. Don't let yourself be abused. Because of all the places where I worked, and I worked in some of the best in the world, I've never been abused. Right?
Woo!
Don't take that from anybody.
Woo!
Be respectful, be passionate, and the opportunity will come to you. But don't forget to take them when they come.
Woo!
Good luck, thank you very much.
Yeah!